And let's now turn to Angela Wu for the latest corporate news making an impact in China. Hello, Angela.
Hello, Chini. Topping this week's corporate news, domestic car maker Chery will recall 18,000 E-Star sedans because of faulty lighting in the car's visor mirrors. The recall applies to cars produced between July 14, 2003 and May 6, 2005. It will run through to the end of February. Chery found problems with the sedan's visor mirror light, which stays lit even when the mirror cover is closed. The constant illumination can damage the light cover or even drain the car battery. During the recall period, all affected cars will receive a free check and repair at designated service centers. Staying with the auto sector, the German-based Robert Bosch Group has launched its new diesel engine development and manufacturing facility in Wuxi in southern China's Jiangsu province. It plans to invest roughly 200 million euros or nearly $235 million in the facility by 2007. Currently, 1 out of 2 new cars in Western Europe use diesel engines due to their high energy efficiency, typically 30% more than gasoline engines. In China, diesels power less than 1% of passenger vehicles. Experts say that ratio could jump to 30% by 2020. Looking at auto parts now, U.S.-based Visteon Corporation, the world's second-largest auto parts maker, launched its China Technical Center in Shanghai's Caohezhen High-Tech Park recently. With an investment exceeding 200 million yuan, the center will focus on auto electronics, one of the company's 3 core products. It's Visteon's 4th technical center worldwide. Visteon is a former unit of Ford Motors and reported a $200 million third-quarter loss recently due to production cuts at Ford and the high cost of raw materials. But its business in China has witnessed steady growth. Visteon has established 21 companies in China, 19 of them joint ventures. China is expected to produce 29 million cars this year with a total industrial output of 600 billion yuan. So far, there are more than 5,000 auto parts makers across the country. 1/5 are foreign-invested joint ventures. The Bank of Communications posted a 6.7 billion yuan profit for the year's first 3 quarters on higher interest income. The mainland's 5th biggest lender said its net income for the January to September period swung from a loss of 773 million yuan in 2004 to a profit of 24.8 billion yuan with a 25.9% on-year growth in revenue. The bank is the first Chinese mainland lender to list overseas. Finally, in the food industry, a joint venture of China National Cereals, Oil and Foodstuffs Corporation and American ADM has recently launched the latest in olive oil. It's called Solivia, and it's pitched at high-income customers in China. Annual demand for olive oil in China is growing at 30% annually, and it makes up a 3% of plant oil consumption. Imports supply most of the 600,000 tons used in China every year. That's this week's corporate news. I'm Angela Wu. Back to you, Chini.
Thanks. That was Angela Wu updating us on the latest corporate news in China.